These are door locks for a vintage carriage, similar to the ones that we've got in. I made for the coaches which are in the museum. And this has to be riveted over, and then that has to be ground off. And that goes back on there. Screws go in. That goes in there. Screw that up. You've come at just the right time. This is the last one. Another smooth one. Spent a lifetime on the end of the file. And that sharp edge, you've got to get rid of that. So we'll just give that a little rub round. And hope it'll do 100 years service.
How many of these have you made?
Dozen, these. Enough for a bogie coach.
So how long has it taken to make all dozen?
Well, so far about 150 hours. Probably more if I added them up properly. The lockdown got in the way of things. I started before lockdown. And they've come along quite nicely. And young Dan's helped well. These have got a square hole for the spindle, and various sizes. These are peculiar sizes, it's been specified. They could be either 10mm square, 3/8 square. That's nearly 7/16 square. It's a bit of an odd size, but I've got to do those. That'll be done with a square file. And eventually, that's what you end up with. This is one with a door handle. The spindle comes through, and this is the bit that the passenger opens. This has got a spring in. I've got to buy some springs yet. It's quite a strong spring. That's the first stage of locking. And when the passenger slams the door, you get that much, so it is locked in by that 3/8 of an inch. Then the guard, in this old-fashioned style of lock, because this design is probably about well over 100 years old, the guard comes along and does that, and then that's the amount of steel that's holding the passenger inside his compartment. So the guard will then go, actually, he'll check the positions of the handle. The only way the passenger can get out, he has to lower the window, and he has to lean out and grab this handle from the outside and let himself out in that way, like that, and push the door. That's the old-fashioned way of doing it. Of course, nowadays, it's all guard-operated and sliding doors, but in 1870, that's what you had.